Alright, time for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Character Ace Monster ranking, this time on, to my opinion, the main rival of Sextol, that being Kaito. Because a 3000 attack point Ace Monster to go up against the main protagonist is 2500, that's why. Like usual, I'm going to be ranking these monsters based on their designs and not their effects, and in anime appearances only, because I like to base things based on their visuals more so than effect, because I like things when they look cool. And this time, evolved forms will be involved, since we have a decent amount of candidates for that. So, the candidates are Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, the main ace, of course, and then we got number 9 Dyson Sphere. Yes, it does not originally owned by Kaito, but a lot of monsters in Sextol were gifted by other people and then used as like special cards to them. So Dyson Sphere is enough to be another alternate ace for Kaito. Number 46, Dracoculon. He only summoned that one time, but it's important enough of a card to him that he actually owned it, that it is considered an important ace. Never summoned this monster, but technically Numeron Dragon, as that monster represented Kaito in the final battle against Dawn 1000. And just because we did this for Jack, let's add Arc 5 to the mix because he only has one ace here, that being Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon. Different version enough to be considered as a separate monster, even though it's technically an alternate dimension counterpart. So with all the candidates out of the way, and counting evolved forms this time, let's begin. On the bottom of the list, which is number 5, it's Dyson Sphere. Yes, it is a very scary satellite that encircles around the sun. That's what makes it scary. Now design-wise, it doesn't look really as cool as the other monsters, since it's just a satellite, but it's a really gigantic one on top of that. But the evolved form of Chaos Dyson Sphere definitely looks scary, especially with the corrupted purple aura around it. And especially, it kind of looks like a star now, or even a starfish kind of. Still looks scary, but in my opinion, just not as cool as the other monsters. Number 4, number 46, Dracoculon. It was number 1 on the legendary number list, but this is number 4 on this list because in my opinion it doesn't look as cool as the other monsters. But it's a very majestic looking dragon, which I really like the design, especially the Chinese theme look, which fits very ancient, and I do like the fact that it also has the beard and all that to make it look wise. Overall, pretty cool looking dragon, especially the wings. Number 3, it's Numeron Dragon. It's a very majestic looking dragon indeed, and technically it's considered as the ultimate form of Galaxy Eyes, as it's the original form, and technically it's the first monster you could say, because this dragon is literally time itself, but the design just looks very majestic looking like, especially the Chinese themed dragon of course. I like the wing design, the head design actually looks pretty cool as well, looks pretty wise, the glowing aura definitely, especially on how it encircles the aura itself. Especially when monsters have gold aura, it almost looks like they are really powerful as fuck. Number 2, it's Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon. Looks pretty cool, color scheme definitely looks great, the armor design definitely looks cool. I do love the head design, especially the red theme kind of, not exactly matching, but it does look pretty cool. The only thing I don't really like about it is the mechanical bit on the wing. Yes, I do like the wing design, but how it projects the wings on how it looks is not entirely my favorite design. But when it evolves to Neo Galaxy Eyes Cipher Dragon, definitely looks a lot cooler. Sure, it's extra armor and not really too many changes, but you can definitely tell the upgraded armor design, especially the upgraded wing design and the 2 extra heads that don't need to be really there. It looks kind of weird, but in a way it does look a little more scary. Finally, to the last one on the list, it's Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. The majestic looking design just looks amazing. I love the glowing design on it, especially the galaxy glow. I love the galaxy glow on it. Armor design definitely looks great, especially the aura color around it definitely makes it look like a powerful dragon that could take down anything. I also like that red looking emblem on the helmet, definitely fits it really well. And then when we evolve it to Neo Galaxy Eyes, yeah, it basically just looks like Galaxy Eyes just turned red with 2 extra heads, but it definitely looks more powerful. The armor design definitely has changed up a little bit, especially the wings. I definitely love the design from there. The red actually makes it feel like it's anger, which is very fitting because Neo Galaxy Eyes is basically with the power of the Baryons, and the glowing red design just makes it look really awesome in my opinion. And then when we go to the opposite counterpart of Prime Photon Dragon. Design-wise looks really awesome. Sure, the color theme doesn't really change here, but the armor design has definitely changed here. The wing armor definitely has an upgrade and I actually kind of like it. I also like those extra cores around the wings too. And the helmet design definitely has changed. Just overall pretty awesome. The only noticeable color change is really the red turning purple. But in that, it is a very fitting evolved form for Galaxy Eyes, being the polar opposite of the Neo one. I am still finding it weird that regular Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon is not a number and exceed monster though, or at least just not an exceed monster. So that's it for my rankings for Kaito's main ace monsters, or what you can perceive as special monsters to him. So what do you guys think about the ranking, and how would you rank them? And like usual, this is all based on my opinion, so you can always have your own opinion on how you would rank them. And also, what other monsters would you include on the list that could be special enough to be considered one of his aces? Kaito has used some numbers, but it's only one-time use and they were not really special to him. Only few numbers have been very special to him, like number 9 and 46. So this was just based on my perspective on how I watched the anime on what was special to him as his special card. Now, one question before I go. Do you guys think Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon should have been an exceed monster? It doesn't have to be a number, and I think for not being a number actually makes sense for being a number killer. Just a little question there, because it is kind of weird for an exceed monster to face a non-exceed monster, just in my opinion. But other than that, that's it for this, and see you all next time.